this lollipop-less theme.
I mean, can't Marinette just go up to Adrien and ask him out?
Mylène also has severe anxiety, so it's weird that she's the one who says that. It would make more sense for Alex to be the one to suggest it.
Now, each one of you will have a code name based on a flower. Julika, you'll be Rose, and Rose will be Tulip.
Why is my name Rose?
Rose is right. These codenames are stupid. Why would you use flowers when one of your teammates is already named after a flower? At least use colors or something.
His security guard, aka the nanny.
It would have been so much better if they had named him the Gorilla. What a missed opportunity.
Rose, you put the fake sign next to the nanny's chariot. Sunflower, you'll go find a police officer and say to him, "Hello, Mr. Police Officer. Oh, look, that car's parked illegally."
Well, you don't say. I shall enforce the law right this second.
Who on earth would fall for that? Well, actually, that does check out. But if we were any other cop other than Roger, this would never work. Also, I'm not well versed in French law, but this has got to be illegal. And if it isn't, it should be.
He knows everything about Adrien. Creepy, no?
Yeah, it's so romantic.
The two sides of the fandom are represented perfectly here. Most writers would think it's a bad thing for their main character to be seen as creepy, but not these ones. These ones wear it as a mark of pride. Obligatory Theosin.
Since your car's not here, we might as well ride home together. Hey, look, what a coinkadink. There's a rickshaw right here.
So this whole plan culminates with Adrien abandoning his bodyguard and his responsibilities for that day to go hang out with a classmate on a suspiciously placed rickshaw? This feels like a setup for a horror movie. I hate tiny spoons. Look, they're not even making a dent. It's going to take them hours to finish at this rate.
No, August, lollipops are not for babies. Your snack is a delicious bottle of milk.
This girl has been with multiple boyfriends throughout the series, including a high schooler. She's both a cheater and a pedophile. Sorry, Miraculous, there's no way for you to retcon your way out of this one. If August isn't old enough to have a lollipop, he probably isn't old enough to know what one is or why he would want one. After all, if he's never had one, how would he know what they taste like? Also, how old even is August? He's not old enough to eat solid foods or have teeth, but he is old enough to walk and talk. Is he somehow a baby and a toddler at the same time? Is this what they meant by quantum masking? Just lift the cart up.
You guys, I got a problem.
Rose?
Yeah, what?
Why are you all pressing the earpieces like they're walkie-talkies? I know they make the walkie-talkie noise, but clearly you don't need to do that, as Mylène and Alia don't hear. I promise you, it does not look cool, it just looks like you don't understand how phone calls work.
Come on, Rose, do it now.
Okay!
Not you, Tulip, the other Rose.
I knew those codenames would be trouble. Why do you even need codenames anyway? It's not like you guys are trying to keep your identities hidden.
Sir, move this vehicle right away. This is a no parking zone.
Wait, this sign back here means no stopping. So isn't he already violating the law, along with all these cars back here? Poor gorilla. He's just trying to do his job, for goodness sake.
Here you go.
Thank you, young lady.
You're welcome. Bye.
This bottle dropped onto the dirty floor that has probably been walked on by hundreds of people and pooped on by about 1 million pigeons, and she still tries to get August to put it back in his mouth. She's a cheater, a pedophile, and a bad mother. That's almost impressive.
I'm slapping you with a fine for a parking violation, for non-compliance with orders, and for infuriating a usually cheerful police officer.
And I'm slapping you with a sin for abusing power because that last one isn't a real violation.
A man who takes his work very seriously, whose blood is boiled by the slightest shortfall. That's what I call an easy target for my dear Akumas.
Who is going to watch over Adrien if you Akumatize his bodyguard? Why do you hate your son so much?
What happened? His emotions just vanished.
Gorilla is confirmed to love Adrien more than his own father. That would be a sin off if it weren't so sad. From this scene, we learn that not only can the Akumas act on their own, they're also instinctually drawn to negative emotions, which would lend credence to the theory that the butterfly Miraculous was created for evil purposes. Too bad the Paris special completely contradicts that. Maybe Hawkmoth is just so incompetent he can't even control his own Akumas. I want to say I'm surprised, but this is Hawkmoth we're talking about.
This wasn't what I had in mind, but why not, after all?
Why not? I'll tell you why not. 1, it's disgusting to use a baby this way. 2, the baby won't be able to understand what Miraculouses are, so he won't be able to retrieve them. 3, the only villains that have come close to defeating Ladybug and Cat Noir were the ones who outsmarted them, which a baby literally cannot do.
No, not Hawkmoo, just Hawkmoth.
He said Hawkmaw, actually, and according to you, that is your name, so...
My little baby!
Kids these days, they grow up so fast.
best, am I right?
This mother just watched her son turn into a giant monster, and that's what you say to her? A stupid joke? If I were her, I'd slap you. Gorilla, Adrian, why haven't you run yet? Yeah, with no superhero outfit to protect him, he is 100% dead. Rest in peace, Gorilla.
Well, you're the biggest rugrat I've ever seen. Let's get our feet nice and wet, but we can't squish anyone, okay?
Cat Noir's interactions with Gigantitan, along with his adorable shouting of makes me want to take off a sin, but I'm still ticked off at the person who thought it would be a good idea to Akumatize a baby. So instead of a sin off, you get a trillion sins instead. And that's right, you heard me, a trillion. That's how upset I am about this. How did Cat Noir get caught? Gigantitan is as slow as molasses, and Cat Noir can clearly escape whenever he feels like it. Although that last part is unrealistic because babies actually have remarkable grip strength.
We'll pet him up in there with my yo-yo string. Sing him some lullabies, you know some, don't you? Then when he's getting sleepy, bam! You'll use your cataclysm to destroy his bracelet.
Maybe you could try giving him that lollipop he keeps screaming about. It would also be easy for Cat Noir to cataclysm the bracelet while he's busy playing with cars or something. How on earth did you guys stretch this out for 7 whole minutes?
Once we get him in his playpen, I'll sing him a lullaby.
We want to calm the baby down, not burst his eardrums.
What? I have a great voice, you know.
Yeah, sure you do.
No! Stop playing! Attack the kitty cat and ladybug! Oh no!
Hawkmoth's incompetence would be funny if he weren't the main villain for the next 4 seasons. I'm fairly certain villains are supposed to be intimidating, not give me secondhand embarrassment.
Quick, we don't have much time left.
Why don't you just detransform and recharge? It's not like Gigantitan is hurting anybody. You could probably take all day and still nothing would have changed.
Okay, enough with complicated plans. Sometimes it's best to just get straight to the point. Lucky Charm!
What are you talking about? Your lucky charm is always complicated. That's like kind of your whole thing.
You've heard of the Trojan horse, now make the Parisian lollipop!
Finally. I'm being completely honest when I tell you I almost fell asleep while watching this. And, in my opinion, being boring is the 3rd greatest sin you can commit. The first, of course, being harming a baby, and the second being making choices that make no logical sense, like akumatizing a baby. Congratulations, guys, you're 3 for 3. If Cat Noir had been even a little bit off, August would have died. Actually, he's probably dead either way due to inertia. I hate that this show has made me joke about a baby dying. I was going to take a sin off because at least they didn't hurt the baby, but then I realized how low of a bar that is, and now I'm just upset. Why is August's head as big as his mother's? What kind of monster is he gonna grow into?
Gigantitan may not have been big enough for the job.
His size wasn't the issue, Gabriel. The issue is that you akumatized a baby. Have I said that enough times? Because it doesn't feel like enough.
Hey guys!
Oh, there he is.
Adrian!
Marinette.
They were standing directly in the path of his destination, and yet they all managed to get out of the way, have Marinette spawn in that sketchbook, and walk all the way back here before he saw them? Do they all have super speed, or do the animators simply not have object permanence?
Hey, would you like to... hang pout? I mean, hang about? No, hag out. Oh, forget it.
Okay.
Once again, although she stumbled, her meaning was clear. I'm starting to think Adrian is just a jerk.
But we can take you home if you wanted.
No, it's okay. I'll take a coleslaw home. Thanks.
I hate this. I hate this episode. I hate this show. I hate you, and especially you. Why is this show and everyone involved allergic to progression?
Seriously, hush, hush.
He's right. Be careful. Hey, you, mister.
Ladybug and Cat Noir.
There he is.
So this whole plan culminates with Adrian abandoning his bodyguard. Oh my gosh. 3, the only villains that have come close to defeating Ladybug and Cat Noir were those... I just spit onto my pop filter. Gosh, that's the first time that's ever happened. Yeah, with no superhero outfit to... Whoa.
Hello, sir. The parking sign.
Huh? Tell me about it. Those pigeons are such a nuisance.
Huh?
Lollipop!
Hey, silly baby! This isn't a delicious lollipop!
Cast off those lines!